Welcome to EasyEuge, the channel to help you to learn maths super easy, super fast. And in this video, we're going to be learning about long division, dividing by a two-digit number. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click like on this video. And make sure that you watch all the way through to the end for question of the day. Let's get started with long division, but this time we are dividing by a two-digit divisor. Let's remind ourselves what a divisor is again. So the number that we are dividing up, 3852, it's the number that we put in the divide symbol right here. 3852. The divisor is the number that we are dividing by. So we are dividing this number, 3852, by that number 12. 1, 2. So this is the dividend. It's the number we are dividing up. And this is the divisor, the number we are dividing by. And as always, we put our answer up on the top. Now the trick with long division with two-digit divisors is to try and get your numbers as close to the dividend number as possible. So let me show you what I'm talking about. When we're dividing this number into these numbers, we always start with the first one. So will the number 12 divide into the number 3? Well, the answer to that's no. It's going to be a 0, so we leave this blank. So let's make 3 38. How many times will 12 divide into the number 38? Okay, let's work this out. Well, I know 1 12 is 12, 2 12s are 24, 3 12s are 36. That gets me as close to 38 as I can without going over. Okay, I'm going to write 3 up on top in the answer area. So let's do the check to find out what the remainder is. 3 12s are 36. To find out the remainder, let's subtract these two numbers. We'll draw our answer line. 8 take away 6 is 2, 3 take away 3 is 0. So now we have the answer 2. So we'll carry down this 5 and this becomes 25. How many times will 12 go into 25 without going over? Well, I know that 2 12s are 24. That gets me pretty close to 25. So let's put 2 on the top and we'll work it out to work out the remainder. 2 12s are 24. Let's subtract those two to get the remainder. 5 take away 4 is 1. 2 take away 2 is 0. So there's a remainder of 1 and we carry that 2 all the way down and we have the number 12. How many times will 12 go into 12? Well, we're very lucky. It will go in a full 1 time. So 1 12 is 12. Let's subtract those two and we have a remainder of 0 and we've no other numbers to divide up. So dividing by two-digit divisors, we have to use the whole number and try and get as close to the number we're dividing into without going over. The next level up is to increase the size of the number we are dividing up, and we've made it 49,082. Let's write that down. 49,082. There we go. And we are dividing it by 23, so we put the 23 outside the divide symbol. Okay, like we saw in the first example, we're going to use the whole number 23. So how many times will 23 go into 4? Well, it won't. So that just simply stays blank. How many times will 23 go into the number 49? Now, sometimes you may need to write your answers over on the side. You may need to write them on a separate page, or if you can, work them out in your head. Well, I know that 23, if I multiply that by 2, let's see what we get. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Now that's nice. 46 gets me quite close to 49 without going over. So I'm going to use 2. So I'll put 2 up here. And let's do the check to see what the remainder is. 2 23s we know is 46. So let's write down 46. We will subtract these two numbers, draw our answer line to get the remainder. 9 take away 6 is 3. Okay, great. 23 won't divide into 3, so we'll need to bring down another number. Let's bring down that 0. How many times will 23 divide into the number 30? Well, I don't think we need a separate working area for this one. It will go in one full time, because it certainly won't go in 2, because we know 2 23s are 46. So 23 will divide into 30 one full time. Let's work it out. 1 by 23 is 23. Let's put a subtract to work out the remainder. Draw our answer line. 30 take away 23 is 7. Great. Now will 23 divide into 7? It won't. So let's drag down the number 8. And this number's got very big all of a sudden. How many times will 23 go into the number 78? Now this is really something we'll have to work out. So if I have the number 23, 23 is very close to 25, isn't it? So if I had the number 25, two of those would be 50, and another 25 would be 75. So it roughly gets me up around here. So the trick with long division is feel free to make that number slightly higher or slightly lower to work out your approximate answer. So if that was 25 and that was 75, that would go in about 3 times. But let me check that out. 23 multiplied by 3, what would that be? 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. So 3 23s are 69. That gets me pretty close to 78 without going over. So I'm going to try 3. I'm going to put 3 up here. So I think that 23 will go into 78 3 times. Let's check it out. 3 23s. We know what the answer is. It's 69. Let's write 69 down. And we'll do a subtract. 78 take away 69 is 9. Okay. So that's certainly less than 23, so it went in the proper amount of times. There's 9 left over. Okay. So let's drag down the final number. Let's drag down the 2, and this is 92. Okay, how many times will 23 go into 92? Let's write down this on the side. 23, well, I know the 3 brought me up to about 69. If I added on another 23 to that, I should be getting up close to this one. So let's multiply it by 4 this time. 4 3s are 12, that's 2, carry the 1. 4 2s are 8, and the 1 we carried is 9. Gosh, that's great. That works out at an exact 4. So 23 into 92 is a full 4 times 4 23s, because we have it worked out here, is 92. 4 23s is 92. We put our minus to work out the remainder. The remainder is 0, and we have no other numbers to divide. So the answer is 2, 1, 3, 4. The next level up, and the last level up for this video, is a super big number, 375,408 divided by 72. So for this example, we have a 2-digit divisor again, but it's quite large. So let's get started. Will 72 go into the number 3? It won't, so that's a 0 up there. Will 72 fit into the number 37? Well, there's just not enough in 37 to fit in a 72, so the answer again is 0. So we need to go to the next digit, making this 375. So how many times will 72 go into 375? For this one, you would either need to know your 72 times tables, or we're going to use a method called approximation. So let's take a look at this 72. This is the number that we're trying to divide into this big number, 375. So if I made that 72 70, because it's quite close to 70, how many times would 70 fit into 375? Or how many times would a 7 fit into 37? It's about 5, because 7 5s are 35. So 70 by 5 would be 350. So if I think 5 would give me a number that's close to this, let's just work that out for a moment on the side. Let's write down 72, and we will multiply that by the number 5. Okay. 5 2s are 10, so that's 1, 0. 5 7s are 35, plus the 1 we carried, 360. So 5 72s are 360. That gets me up close enough to this number without going over. So let's go with the answer 5. Okay, we know that 5 72s are 360. So let's write that down, 360. We'll put our minus symbol in to work out the remainder and our answer line. 5 take away 0 is 5, 7 take away 6 is 1, 3 take away 3 is 0. Okay, so we are 15 away from 375. So how many times will 72 go into 15? Well, it won't. So we are finished with this number, and we can pull down our next number, which is a 4. So this number becomes 154. So how many times will 72 now divide into 154? Well, if we approximated that this was around 70, I know that 2 70s would be 140, and that would bring us up around close to this 154. Let's work that out for a moment. 72 multiplied by 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 7s are 14. 1 4. So 72 multiplied by 2 is 144. So my answer, I think, is 2. 2 multiplied by 72. 2 multiplied by 72 is 144. 144. And we'll put our takeaway symbol, our minus, and we'll draw our answer line. to work out how far away from the answer we were. 4 take away 4 is 0, 5 take away 4 is 1, 1 take away 1 is 0. So we're now left with 10. Okay, 72 won't divide into 10, so we'll carry down our next number, and this number becomes 100. So how many times will 72 divide into 100? Well, that would go in a full 1 time. So let's put the 1 up here. So 172 is 72. We'll put our takeaway symbol, our subtract, and we'll work out the difference. Well, 0 take away 2. Well, what we do is we need to borrow 1 from the 10. So let's just make this a 9, and we'll give the 1 to the 0. So this becomes a 10. 10 take away 2 is 8. 9 take away 7 is 2. 0 take away 0 is 0. Now we have the number 28. 72 won't divide into 28 because there's just not enough in there. So we will bring down our final number 8 to make it 288. Now remember when we were approximating earlier, we were approximating that 72 is very close to 70 because we can multiply 7 quite easily. How many times would 72 go into 288? Or how many times would a 7 go into 28? And it's about 4 times. So let's just check that out. 72, we think it would go in 4 times. 72 multiplied by 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 7s are 28. And that is exactly 288. So we'll put 4 on the top. 4 72s is 288. We'll show our subtract symbol to work out the remainder. Our remainder is 0, and we have no more numbers to divide up. So the answer is 5,214, where we used approximation to roughly guess how many times the number would go into the number, and then we always work out the balance or the remainders, and that helps us work through to get our solution. And that's long division with a 2-digit divisor. Question of the day is 520,135 divided by 49. So you can see this is long division with a 2-digit divisor. It's a super big number, and remember the approximation method. Nobody knows their 49 times tables, and if you do know your 49 times tables, do get in touch with me in the comments and let me know, because I'd love to hear from you. But 49, remember, is close to what number? It's very close to 50, isn't it? So when you're working out your answers down the side and working out your long division solution, 49 is very close to 50, and that might help. Okay, good luck everybody with question of the day. Grab a pen, grab a pencil, and then grab some paper. Give it a try, work out the answer, and when you have your answer, leave it in the comments of the video, because I'd love to know what you got, and I'd love to know how you got on. Okay everybody, good luck.